Redman is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. And we are celebrating our legends right here, Jersey, baby. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media. Jersey, you know I love you. Jersey, you know we got bars and we got music and we got legends all day. And if you believe in Jersey and you love Jersey like I do, support that Heritage Hip Hop on all social media platforms. This is Redman and I approve this message.
Yo, welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. I hope everybody can hear me. Yo, I'm excited. This is our first show back since we had our little tragedies and everything. So before we get to all the good stuff, I just ask that you hit that like button, comment, and share the video, subscribe. We're going to have a great time today. I am excited because I have someone on the show that embodies integrity when rhyming. This person does not just rhyme and gives you a delivery. He rhymes and gives you substance with a gut punch. And if you like boxing, you know, whenever somebody hits you in the ribs, it may not hit you immediately, but over time, when you go back to that one punch, the effect of it wears on you as you would take more punishment or more enjoyment from what was given from the initial hit or the initial substance of what you've been hit with. Today, I like to introduce to you from Six Man Entertainment, a battle rap extraordinaire and a person who delivers good music. I like to introduce you to XCEL.
Peace. What up, homie? What's good?
Hey, man, you know, it's a pleasure to meet you because, to be honest with you, I love hip-hop because hip-hop introduces me to some of the best minds that the world would sleep on because we don't look a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. I think, hip-hop is definitely one of the places where all the dope minds connect. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
A lot of the most creative people in the world is found through hip hop.
Well, let's do some history. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, but I was raised in Brockton, Massachusetts. I'm from there. I still live in the area. You know what I mean? For those of you that watch boxing, you talked about boxing earlier. I'm from the same place that Rocky Marciano is from and Marvin Hagler's from. They're from my city as well. So
what's deep about where you're from? Your city's known as the City of Champions.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't know anything about Brockton, it was the first city with the majority population of Black people in 2020. Yep. A hub for the Underground Railroad, and most importantly, it was a freedom town.
Yes, that's true. And the reason why they call it the City of Champions is because of what I just stated. Marvin Hagler and Rocky Marciano, I think the only or the first undefeated heavyweight champion. He retired undefeated.
Rocky Marciano, yep.
50-0. Yeah.
Shout out to Raging Bull. If I've never seen that movie, do your homework. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a boxing fan. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So
let's build. What made you want to rhyme? How did hip hop choose you? How did you accept it?
Hip hop chose me because I always had a musical family. Like, you know, my family was into the church, so my uncle played the keyboard, my pops could sing, aunts could sing, family members was always, so I was always into music, into like acting, like being in front of people was always something that I was used to. And then I've been rapping since I was probably 9-10 years old, you know what I mean? So it was probably, I think I saw Nas, It Ain't Hard to Tell, and then I was like, oh shit, he's young like me. And then I was like, let me try it. So I was just like everybody else, I got into it, started, you know, remembering songs, and then tried to write my own songs. And then I was writing my own songs. Then I would take them outside, take what I was writing outside for the older homies on the block. on the street I lived on and spit it for them, and they was like, "Oh, you kind of nice. You got something." You know what I'm saying? And I just kept doing it from there.
That's dope. I gotta ask you this though.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I think of Massachusetts, I think of what other hip hop came from Massachusetts. People think about the Made Men, Benzino.
Yeah.
One of my favorite MCs of all time is Edo G.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing about Massachusetts is on the East Coast line of the country.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you a very fair question that I don't think many people ask other folks that's outside of the New York metropolitan area. Because when you think about East Coast music, the New York boom bap is how it's defined. But if Massachusetts is East Coast hip hop, how do you define hip hop from a Massachusetts state of mind? And is it different than the New York state of mind?
I would say Massachusetts hip hop. Speaking of Edo G, in my come up, when I was about 14, 15, I used to work with Edo G. He taught me a couple things, you know what I'm saying? And when I was young, like he had me in the studio probably when I was like 14, 15 years old. But so shout out to Edo always. But I think from a hip hop, Massachusetts is different because we like substance. Like you can have a bunch, like just saying a bunch of bars and saying a bunch of shit is not really gonna get it done here. We like substance. We like people that have a message. Like Guru from Gangstarz from Boston. Like so, you got them. You got Made Men. You got St. Knack is from Massachusetts. That's my brother. Shout out St. Knack. He's from Lynn, like an hour away from me. He's tearing up the underground right now. Westside Gun and them boys. Yeah, we like substance, like, and then we got, to be honest, we got white boys that can spit that's crazy nice. Like you shout out Slane, shout out. So I think with Boston is just, if you rap in Boston, you got to be saying something. Like you can't just get up there and do lyrical word tricks, or because eventually people gonna shut it off. Like, yo, he ain't even saying nothing. Like that just sound good, but what are you talking about? Type shit. You know what I mean?
You said something very interesting, and that takes us to one of the first sub parts of the interview called Let's Build. Let's Build is a part of the interview, ladies and gentlemen, where the guest says something very pivotal in the interview, and we stop the interview and focus on directly what they said to show you the depth of their knowledge of what they do in their craft. Now, you talked about lyrics. What is the art of rhyme, and how does a person perfect it when they get into hip hop to you?
The art of rhyme. There's two different things, right? When the art of, you can rhyme words just to rhyme words, like Dr. Seuss type shit, like Cat in the Bat and the Hat. You can rhyme words, so technically it's that. But I think you perfect your craft when you know what to say and you know exactly what you want to say. Like you know exactly what it's you. Like you say things that only come from you. Like, how can I say it? Like DMX would say something that only he could say. Like nobody else can't say that. DMX can say that. Like certain bars that come from his mind, like a dog gonna be a dog or whatever the case may be. Like only DMX, or like a or Jay-Z. And beside, when I say Jay-Z, people think I'm talking about the money. There's certain slick ways that Jay-Z rap that he can say that because that's how his mind works. So I think it's being authentic. I think it's not overly lyrical. Like there's some rap like Black Thought, when we bring up lyrics. Black Thought is somebody who's super lyrical. But the thing with Black Thought is he talks like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like he's not just putting words in the raps to rhyme. Like he raps like he talks. So I think that's when you master lyricism, is when you can rap like you speak. Like it's not like you don't become a different person when you rap. You rap exactly how you talk. You know what I mean?
One of the best parts of hip hop is putting yourself into your creation. That's why when we hear rhymes when they say the energy don't sound familiar, I can't feel you. It don't feel familiar.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like when you feel that, or you don't feel that expression from a person and they're forcing it, do you know that's not the art of rhyme? That's the art of being a clown.
Yeah. That's the art. Like, you're trying. Like, I hear some rappers and when I listen to them, I go, "Oh, you put that word in there just to make a bar rhyme." Like, you don't talk like that. Like, you're not rap like DMX. The way he raps is not too different from how he speaks. So when he talks, you're like, "Oh yeah, okay." It's not too Jadakiss, same thing. Like, Jadakiss is one of my favorite MCs, just because his longevity. But Jadakiss is a guy, like, he's witty in his rhymes, but if you hear him talk, he's just as witty. So it's like, oh yeah, nah, this is this. So when he raps, you get what you expect. I think that a lot of rappers they over focus on trying to, you shouldn't try to be nice. You're either nice or you're not. I think, and like you said, inserting yourself into the project, into the music, the more you focus and hone your own skill, the nicer you'll become. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Bad Seed in the
Bad
building.
seed, my big bro.
Lucky Lefty, what's up? XO Joe Show, what's going on? Floss 247, Potato Mike, peace. Thank you for joining us on the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. We're talking to XL right now. We're talking about the art of rhyming. I want to ask you, based upon the art of rhyming, what was the rhyme that changed your life?
Oh damn. It's a lot of them, but probably when I heard, Big Pun, Dream Shatterer. Cause I was like, how the fuck can somebody do that? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, I heard in Big L 98 freestyle when he said, "Man hoes, ass beavers, I get nothing but head. My game is vicious and cruel, fucking chicks is a rule." And my girl, like that, I know that whole freestyle because that was the first time because I'm born in '86, so I'm a little young. You know what I'm saying? I was about 12, 13 when I heard that shit. That was the first time I heard a rap, and I was like, "Oh, you can say shit like that." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, word. Oh shit. And then I was like, oh, all right, it's up from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's lit. Cause obviously, like I said, I told you I started writing when I was 9. So I'm still young in the game. When I heard the nigga say, "You was never shit, your mother should have swallowed you," I was like, oh, you could do that? Oh, get the fuck out of here. That changed my whole shit right there. Big L 98 freestyle changed my whole shit. Changed my whole, went from kitty rapping to, okay, you can rap about that type of shit. And then Big Pun, just from a flow standpoint, I never heard nobody flow like that before. And I was like, oh shit, like, what the fuck, how you do that? And then I just try to figure out how to do that.
You know what's deep and why I appreciate hip hop so much? Hip hop is the only living genre of music. And when I say that, think about this. I always try to drop knowledge during my thing because that's how I
as you should.
Jazz was a hated part of music music genre because jazz was slang for sex. So when black people made jazz music, it was over sexualized to the other people's eyes. Rock and roll, of course, and roll. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And R&B is not a lifestyle. R&B is something either you can do or you can't.
Yeah.
Hip hop is so alive that you could come from different parts of life and rhyme and be respected because your rhymes, if a part of you, reflect the reality that you live and the praise that you bring to show the people how you see the world. 100%. So you have the people from the street, you got people that from college, academia, you got people from any walk of life, male, female, etc.
100%.
What rhyme did you hear that was not a part of your look on life that opened you up to a new phase of life and had you appreciate another part of life through the art of music and rhyme?
I could say off the top of my head right now, I want to say Eminem. Eminem was the first person. No, Eminem just because it's so far from what I grew up. He's a wild white boy from the other side of the tracks, spitting crazy shit, but he's nice. When I first heard Role Models, I'm like, oh, I don't do none of this shit that he's talking about. He's fucking smoking this shit. He's insanely nice. You know what I'm saying? Probably him. And then after going back, I probably heard going back, Rakim probably, because I was like, oh, he don't cuss. He rapping the hardest shit in the world and don't fucking swear at all. He don't say a cuss word. That's some crazy shit. And probably Bone Thugs. Them three. Bone Thugs too.
It's funny that you came up with Eminem, Rakim, and Bone Thugs because they actually operate in the same parameter of hip hop, which is putting their flag down and let people know that they ain't to be messed with when it comes to the microphone.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've entered the battle rap arena and you create music. Both are very clever. Both have punchlines and both are defined by delivery. What's harder for you, the battle or the song creation, and why?
Battling. Battling is hard because battling, everything is on the spot. It's right there. Like battle rappers, and this for all my battle rappers, like what if you watch a smack battle or any battle on YouTube where there's a crowd, we make it look easy because it's super professional, but it's hard because people, and then there's people that go, y'all not freestyling, it's written, but here's where it's hard. You have to write 2 to 3 minutes of material. That's one round. So if I have 3 rounds, I have to write 6 to 9 minutes of material. I have to memorize all of that. I have to spit it perfectly. Be able to spit it so perfect, I have to stop when the crowd makes me stop and pick right back up when I want to go. I have to control the crowd. I have to manage all of the shit going on around me. Then I have to spit it perfectly. I can't slip, stammer, stumble, nothing. And then I can never say the same shit again twice. I can never use the same bars. I can never. So I just wrote 9 to 15 minutes of material. Every time I spit it, I can't use it. And then on top, not only doing all that, I have to outdo the motherfucker that's rapping against me. You know what I'm saying? So, and be thinking of while I got my written material, I'm also thinking of things to rebuttal him and all of that. So it's hard. It's definitely a task, but that's harder to me than song making because song making, I'm kind of guided by the beat. Once I get the beat, I go, all right, this is what the beat. I'm vibing with the beat. This is what the beat's telling me to say. Then I'll say it, and then I'll spit it. And then once I say it, it's just me saying what I want to say. So, and then with a battle, also too, you never know what the crowd's going to react to. So you don't. It's not like there's bars that took me maybe a day to construct a 4-bar sequence that I thought was ill, and I spit it and not say nothing, and then there'll be something that I wrote down in 30 seconds, and I spit it, and people go, ah! And I'm like, oh, y'all like that? All right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the battle's definitely hard. I think that a lot of people see the battle MCs and they think that it's easy. It's just something you could jump in and do, but I'm gonna tell you right now, some of the battle MCs are some of the most talented writers and rappers in the world. They just didn't find the right vehicle to show the world how gifted they are. So they use the battle circuit to do so.
I was watching King of the Dot for you versus Chef Trez, right?
Shout out Chef Trez, my boy.
And your second round showed me how incredible this is, but how pivotal this is. Because you had a whole a whole round that was food based.
Yeah.
And the thing about battle rhymes, like in a song, you could rap a whole bunch of stuff and say one line, and then that makes the song.
Yep.
Like when you spit 16, the first line catches people, the middle lines make people pay attention because that first line got them, but that last line makes them want more. But in a battle rhyme, it's like you got to keep coming with that first bar again and again and again and again. And the more clever it is, that's what makes the crowd hyper. That's what makes the crowd, especially that's what makes the crowd into you, because it's not just those who think about what you said, it's delivery.
Yep. Yeah. So yep.
Good. No. Good.
No. Yep. Go ahead. Now you was right. You right on the money.
So my thing is this. The way hip hop is being delivered today is so substandard that battle rap carved its own place, and thank God for the battle rappers it did. But now hip hop is dying in the mainstream. Is that a good thing or a bad thing with other circuits like battle rhymes and things coming into place?
I think Good question. I think mainstream hip hop dying is it's a two-sided thing because I think I say it's good in the sense that RP Paste, my homie, my brother, always RP Paste, one of the greatest to ever do the battle shit, an amazing MC. I think that hip hop dying in the mainstream is good because it puts less focus on numbers, right? Because there was a point where people were just making music to sell records, like they're just putting whatever out. Now it's less focused on numbers. Now there's a clear divide in hip hop. You can see who's here for MCing, who's really MCs, like a Conway, 38 Special, Benny the Butcher, Nick Grant, you got Marlon Craft, you got Six Man, you got Bad Sheep, like those guys, myself, Cortona P, those people, and then you got the other side that's just here for the check or here to make the bread. I think that it dying in the mainstream. I don't think hip hop was ever supposed to be a mainstream thing, to be honest, because if you look at it, hip hop was always one of them situations where from the inception, from what I know, obviously I'm not old enough I wasn't running around in the 70s and 80s when it was cracking, but from my belief of it is hip hop was one of them type of things was if you knew type shit. Like you knew where the park, if you didn't know where the park jam was at, you just didn't go because you didn't know, nigga. You was all like, you had to know to know. You had to know to be there. I think it becoming mainstream was like lightning striking in the right places, but I think it's just going back to where it came from, being like, if you like this shit, because there's good hip hop, you just got to fish for it now. Like I think a lot of us that grew up in the 90s or went through the 90s, we got kind of spoiled because there was so much dope shit in the 90s. You had Jay-Z. Now I'm just going mainstream. I ain't even getting into the underground. You had Jay-Z, Nas, Wu-Tang, Big Pun, Tribe Called Quest, fucking Rakim was still around, fucking Mobb Deep, Capone Noriega. You had all of these niggas out at the same time. You could turn on the radio and just listen to classic music all day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you could turn on the radio, hear Wu-Tang right after that, hear Tribe Called Quest right after that, a Jay-Z song come on, then Nas, then fucking some other, you know what I mean? Roots, fucking Black Moon, like. So I think us in the 90s, we were spoiled because in the 90s, the quality level of hip-hop was so high. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just mainstream hip hop. I don't want to say all hip hop because there's great hip hop out here. You just gotta fucking go look for it. But the quality of hip hop, it was so high back then. Like it was high. Like you had Cameron, you had like I remember like people look at Jay-Z now like he was that dude, but I remember when he dropped his first album, it was just like he was like Reasonable Doubt was like, all right, man. Now that's a classic. Everybody go back. That's a fucking classic. When it dropped, everybody's like, whatever, man. It's just some regular shit, man, because there was so much dope shit out. You had Pac, Biggie, you know what I mean? So I think it was a lot of good shit out. So I think now it's like, and even with the top three guys that, because here's the thing, rapping good never goes out of style, right? Because even with the mainstream, if you just look at the mainstream, you look at the top three rappers in the mainstream with Kendrick, Cole, and Drake, the big three. Regardless of how you feel about them, they all can rap. J. Cole can rap when he wants to. J. Cole, he can fucking rhyme his ass off. Kendrick, regardless of how you feel about him, the boy can rap. I'm just talking about rapidy, rap, he can go. Drake, yeah, with the writers and the making the songs and when he wants to put that pen to pad, he can go. So it's like they still, regardless of what they do outside of it, they still got that baseline. Like, yo, listen, man, I can go there if I need to go there. So I think that rapping good never really goes out of style. I think that, so I just think that it's going back to where it came from. Because in the 80s, selling it, if you had a gold record, you was the shit.
Hey, how y'all like how we cooking today so far? How you like the interview so far? How do you like your interview so far?
Yeah, I like it, man. These are good questions, man. This is a good hip hop talk. I like hip hop. I like good hip hop talk.
And ladies and gentlemen, you're on Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, episode 217, with XCEL a 6-man entertainment. So
Yeah.
I like the flow of this right now. So let's
Uh-huh.
change it up and let's I'll let you pick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go topical or do you want to go? Yeah, let's go. Nah, I was picking. Let's go topic.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll let you choose your topic for the day.
All right.
Do you want to do FBA, ageism, aged rap returns in hip hop, or regionalism?
Oh, those are all good joints too.
Mm-hmm. I
We
made
can
that
go.
specifically for you for this thing.
We can go ageism first. We can go ageism. We could do. We could do a couple. We can go
You want
ageism
to do
though.
a couple of them?
We can do a couple. I'm with it.
Okay,
I'm
let's
here.
do two, and then we'll
Yeah,
do a
we can do
commercial
two.
break.
All
All
right.
right. So you want to go ageism?
Mm-hmm.
Is it unfair that people of age are pushed out by the mainstream, but they make some of the best projects that are released in the mainstream, as Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre Missionary, and Redman Muddy Waters 2, as opposed to some of the things that's being forced down people's throat in the mainstream? How do you feel about that?
I think that's being young is trendy, right? That's a trendy thing. It's like, again, I mentioned the big three. The big three that's running right now, they're all almost 40. Kendrick's 38 or 39. Drake is 39. J. Cole's 39. They all born around the same time I'm born. I just turned 39. So they're older. I think that's a trendy thing. I think that because everybody wants to be new and fresh and hip, but I also think that the older guys, they make the best music because they've lived more life experience. They got more to talk about because they lived more. They did more things. We was outside more. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been through certain things. Like, and I was just telling somebody this, like I don't really judge the younger rappers because to me, they're kids, they're children, they're kids. You ain't lived enough life yet to really put that project out that's going to stick to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Some of them do. Some of them are talented enough to where when they come out, they can make something that sticks, but they haven't really lived enough life yet to make that grown up album. Like, all right, word, I've been through a couple things, and now we could talk about it. So I think that if you're looking for numbers and to sell and to appeal to the masses, I think the young shit is young, right? I think it's trendy, but you're gonna grow, you're gonna get older. So you want 50 Cent is a perfect example of your fan base aging with you. Because we was young when he came out. I'll speak for myself. I was young, but he's still relevant, even though he does the music, even though he does the TV shows. But when his music come on, it's still, you sing the shit. Like you sing if it's in the club come on, you jamming. If certain songs come on, you rocking to them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the older guys being pushed out, I think that's always going to happen. I think that happens in every industry, right? Like in basketball, the older guys, they push them out. Oh, y'all are old. Yeah, we the new. But we did that to our older guys too. Like, oh, we the new. Nigga, fuck all that 80s and fucking careless. You know what I mean? But now it's like, okay, I think it comes with youth. Because when you're young, you want to put your stamp down. It's like, nigga, I'm here. Nigga, everybody better recognize. But as you get older, you just like, dog, do your thing, man. I would like to see is some of the younger guys get with the older guys and make some shit happen. Like a Drake get with LL and make a girl song. That would be the most girl song of all girl songs, because LL was the man with the girl songs back in the day, and then you got Drake that does it now. So if they came together, and just I would like to see some shit like that just to see it, just to see how it will work out. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see the younger guys and the older guys do more music together, and just because that's the thing they try to make us fight about. Like, you can't rap with younger guys, can't rap with it. Don't matter. Like, have Lil Baby do some joints with T.I. and you could even keep it in your region. Just the younger guys rap with the older guys. You know what I mean?
I think the problem with that, though, let's just play devil's advocate a little bit. I think the problem with that is because the industry is controlled by people that's not like us, we're fighting for recognition while other people fight for legacy.
Yeah, true.
And I think that's the bad. Like when I work in this industry, so when I go see the Rolling Stones, they don't mind bringing out the young band because the young band's going to open for them and they're going to close it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And especially where I'm from, our greats didn't work with each other from the stories I was told because the people that were handling them did not want to cross the money.
Yeah, true.
So now that the younger generation is not on that, but the older generation kind of still has that.
Yeah,
it hurts.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And then here's the one thing about hip hop that excites me within the last 3-4 years. How do you explain Method Man to a young artist?
Yeah, see,
because Meth got better as he progressed and doesn't curse. And now RJ Payne is working with Method Man on not cursing and writing rhymes. And he said his pen game got even better since dealing with Meth.
Method Man's better. Or, now that you said that, or a situation like we all watched the verses, Dipset verse, The Locks, when Jadakiss had his moment. You know how good I felt explaining to some of my young boys who Jadakiss was. Who's that nigga? Nigga, listen to this. There just needs to be more moments like that in hip hop to where OG come out, show you what he do, and then who's that? Here. You know what I'm saying? I think those moments need to happen more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you like this this interview. We are now going to go to commercial break. We'll give him a time to catch his breath. We doing good? I'm representing. We good?
Yeah. We good.
All right, so we'll be back right after this.
Where you get your hip hop from? Yeah. What's up? This Tribal Trigger Trench in the building. You already know. Nip, naughty.
Hey, Redman is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media.
What up, y'all, man? It's your boy Do It All, Do Pray Kelly, right here on Heritage Hip Hop, man. Look, man, let me tell you something. Make sure you support Heritage Hip Hop, because without these brothers bringing you hip hop, we're not gonna stay informed, man, the way that we need to stay informed, man. And they're not just giving you hip hop, man. They're giving you the heritage of hip hop, right here, man. Yo, Kareem, I see you. Heritage Hip Hop, man. Let's do it.
It ain't nothing like Heritage Hip Hop.
Salute to all the OGs who gave me a shout out and gave us a shout out on Heritage Hip Hop. And if you're looking to support Heritage Hip Hop, go to heritagehiphop.com, support Heritage Hip Hop on YouTube. And most importantly, we have affiliate program with Super 7. Today's hot item, Shayla Ghostface Killer. First, let me take that down. If you like collectibles, some people like games, some people like comic books, some people like to celebrate hip hop by collecting collectibles. Hit the link within the bio or the description. Super 7, Shayla Ghost, and there's more. Heritage Hip Hop will bring them to you. So let us return to this great interview. And we did two of those topics. Here's the last two. FBA and regionalism.
FBA, the Foundation of Black Americans, what we talking about?
Yes.
Okay. What's who created hip hop and stuff like that?
Nah, I'm not even gonna take it that. I'm not even gonna take it that deep.
Nah.
I'm gonna ask you a different that question in a different way.
Okay.
When is hip hop's birthday?
Hip hop's birthday is August of 1974, as far as I know.
73.
73, as far as I know.
But that was the agreed upon date of hip hop.
Right.
That's not the birth date of hip hop. That's what people collectively came together and said, yeah, this was hip hop was born, because people had 3 different dates. But that's not the point.
Right.
The point is, when it comes to FBA, there's 3 different arguments. Were Puerto Ricans there when hip hop was created? Was it 50-50? The second one was, what is the foundation of hip hop and what is the culture of hip hop? So my question for you is, how can hip hop be founded if there was no culture or foundation to precede it? What would you say?
It couldn't be. I think hip hop, the branding of it, or the music part of it, or the park jams, was just a place where we all showed off the culture. Like, yo, nigga, look at my sneakers. Nigga, look at these breakdance moves. Nigga, let's just jam out, party. Because to me, hip hop, it takes its foundation from black music, right? Like from break beats and rhyming and all of them things, that because you could find people rhyming on songs in the 30s and 40s, the Jubilees, rapping about God and all that. Like, you could find all of that. That exists. I think also at the same time, hip hop, the culture, is street culture, right? So I think that I think you mix those 2 things, you get hip hop. Now, was Puerto Ricans there? Of course they were there, because it's the street culture part of it. Of course they were there. Now, did they, whatever they contributed? I wasn't there to say. I happen to know one of the guys that took a lot of the early photos of the park jams and the people that was there. Like, a lot of the photos we see with the B-boys, and he's a Puerto Rican cat, you know what I'm saying? And he was there documenting before cell phones and iPhones and all that shit. I think that yeah, its foundation is black music. It will always be black music. That's just what it is. So yeah, I've seen the argument going down the timeline, and I think that even when you look at somebody like Big Pun, right? Big Pun, there's an interview with him. He was like, I just want to thank black people for accepting me doing their music, because this is theirs. This comes from them. So I think that it comes from us, so we should always hold it close. I also think that it's like a house. We black people are the foundation of it. Then other cultures came, put a little window. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody put a door, somebody put a little window right there, somebody put a little, oh shit, oh, that window's dope. Oh, let's add a roof. You know what I mean? So, but we're the frame. If we go, there's no hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I look at. That's how I look at. I had a conversation with somebody about that, and that's genuinely how I look at hip hop from a cultural standpoint. I look at it like it's a house. Like, we're the foundation, black people and black music, and then I think people added things. Like, somebody added a window, somebody added a door, somebody added this, everybody had a little bit of spice to it. You know what I mean?
So now the question that forms off of that, which goes into the other topic, is regionalism. Because my beef with the FBA thing is not with Fat Joe and it's not with Tariq Nasheed. These conversations started back when Busta Rhymes said that if it wasn't for West Indians and Puerto Ricans, this country wouldn't be anything, because this country had no culture. So that discounts James Brown, Cab Calloway, Ragtime by I forgot his name, but Ragtime was jazz, blues, like, you know, it was a style of music.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great people. Ella Fitzgerald, fucking
right.
The Cotton Club, all that great shit that was going on at that time. Malcolm X, all of that. Yeah.
So I want to ask you this as a person who not only rhymes over music, but is inspired by the beats. If we look at the foundation and the regionalism that made hip hop what it is, how do you look at the different genres from the different parts of the country that gave us the jazz beats, the rock beats, the acid tab, all that. How do you look at that as a foundational part that shows the appreciation of FBA or black people from different regions of this country to make a new genre that changed the world?
I think it's exactly what you said. I think that hip hop reinvented everything, right? So it hip hop can make you tap back into the cultures before, to the whatever was going on before it. Because a motherfucker might get a sample from 1950 and you hear that shit and somebody rhyming over it, and then you go, oh, what the fuck was that? And then you go back, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, a lot of the songs I got into that came out in the 50s and 60s was because I heard it, like somebody made a beat out of it. And I was like, what the fuck? That shit sounds smooth as shit. And I'm like, oh, nah, this is the Temptations, or nah, this is the, outside of my grandmother playing music. I think that the appreciation part of it is you have to appreciate the black people and the black music that came before it, because there would be no hip hop without it, because hip hop originally started as people taking their mom and dad's music and freaking it. And because people think about hip hop as just rapping is just one part of it. The musical part of hip hop started from people DJing, which DJs just was taking their music out their mom crib. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we were just talking about, the Ella Fitzgerald, the James Brown, the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Temptations, the OJs, and just going outside and mixing it up. Yo, fam, look what I did to this. Look what I did to this James Brown shit. Look how I flipped this beat. A lot of the beats that was in the 80s was just, they would take James Brown drums and OJ's instruments and mash them together, and that's the beat for, and then Rakim will go fucking rhyme 77,000 bars on it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the other genres of hip hop, I think now it's gotten so far away because hip hop is like this commercialized thing that now we got people that don't know the elements of it. They don't even, you like, yo, what's the 4 pillars of hip hop? They can't tell you because people think hip hop is just some rapidy rap shit.
Let me cut you off for a second. And I want to agree with you because I work in the school system, and kids nowadays don't even know who Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is. Yeah, they don't even teach them in Black history. And it seems like anytime something like that happens, it seems that because there's a loss of the unification of substance, that the interest leaves. I want to ask you a question based on some music that you've made. Are you a 5%er?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you a 5% question as it pertains to this. With the loss of the 5% nation in hip hop, especially in the mainstream, do you think that contributed to the loss of interest in East Coast music when it pertains to boom bap music?
Yeah, a lot. Why? Because I think the 5%ers, a lot of it, the 5%ers injected a lot of culture into the East Coast music, like just the fact that hip hop dudes say peace. They greet you with peace, or they end it. That's 5%. The B-boy stance, where you stand, that's 5%. A lot of the 5% nation was rhyming. Rakim Allah. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first. You had the whole Wu-Tang Clan. Just outside of that, they're the first people I've ever heard refer to themselves as the God. I'm the God. I'm the God. I'm the God. That might be something little, but to your psyche, you're calling yourself the God. So, oh shit, you're calling yourself the highest form of being. I'm a supreme being. I'm supreme. Like I'm the shit. And it's not even like arrogant. It's just I'm the God. That's what it is. So I think that we held a certain part of the culture, and we held people accountable for representing the culture right. Because as being a 5%er, if I go to a battle tomorrow, or if I make a song and I say some wild shit that I ain't supposed to say, the older gods is calling me on the phone. Yo, God, this now Cypher. I heard what you said in that battle, God. I seen what you was wearing in that. You know we don't do that. So we was holding people. There was gods holding people accountable in hip hop. at a certain time, and just the knowledge aspect as well.
I'm glad you said that because now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to another new segment: project versus project.
Oh shit!
And if you're a person that comes on Heritage Hip Hop with multiple projects, he made this. So thank him. I can't point to. Thank him. He made this, and I'm very excited for this. I'm on the quote a bar. Pain can teach a lesson to someone that doesn't listen.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't pay attention to the rhymes, you're gonna miss something that's very important. And the two projects I want to talk about are the Caesar Project and High Science Volume 1. All right. Shout out to Murder Megs, who does the production.
Murder Megs on the Caesar Project. My man Diesel Mania did the production on the High Science Volume 1.
There we go. All right. So now, project versus project. You were in two different phases in your life in the projects because you can hear the rhyme patterns change.
Yep, for sure.
Tell me about High Science You and tell me about Caesar Project You and how one led to the next.
Okay, so High Science was my man Diesel Mania. He's a producer from my city, super nice. We was always around each other. We was always like, yo, we gonna do something, we gonna build, we gonna make something. And we just did it. I think High Science was more of me building and talking knowledge and like, you know, I always kick knowledge, but it was more so catered to the 5% lingo. You hear there's a lot of 5% lingo on there. It's a lot of God knowledge, a lot of 120, a lot of lessons, you know what I'm saying? So that was catered, and it's like a High Science was also at the same time like an ode to my city, you know what I'm saying? Because me and Diesel Mania was supposed to work for years. The people wanted that, and then when we did it, everybody was like, yeah. So that was that. And then Caesar Project, the new one that's about to drop, I just wanted to make like a concept album, like an album that's like a story. And Planet of the Apes is one of my favorite series of movies. I always like the movies. It's the new ones. I always like the movies. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, yo, if I did a project like speaking from like Caesar's mind, or like just referencing Caesar, you know what I mean? That'd be dope. Because Caesar wasn't the biggest ape. He wasn't the strongest one. He was the smartest one, though. He was the one that was like open the doors for everybody. If you watch the movie, you know he's the one that broke in the spot, got the canisters, and held everybody down and fucking made all the apes be super smart and able to talk. He basically gave them the knowledge type of situation. So I was like, if I wanted to make a project, I would make a project like that. And then the beats Murder Megs was sending me, it was all working together. That project, I'm gonna keep it real. Some projects make themselves, and that project kind of just made itself. Like once I set it in motion, then it was just like kept going.
I want to give you props, and I want to give Murder Megs her props. I met Murder Megs a while ago at the Secret Pour, and she did like a beat like on a spot. Bad C was there. I think I met Bernadette Price for the first time. Salute to Bernadette Price.
Salute to Bernadette. Wow.
And I saw Murder Megs. I saw her hands. See, a lot of people think music comes from the mind, and it does. Some people think a lot of music comes from your heart, which it does. But most music comes from the ether. And wherever she sees or whatever her bloodline or her spiritual line is connected to, her hands make that thing happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to ask you about touch. It don't have to be physical. It could be spiritual. How does Murder Meg's beats touch you? And what kind of touch is it going to give the people who are going to hear the project?
Oh, Murder Meg's beats are fucking... Them shits is insane. They're like a punch. They're like a punch. Like it's like a punch. Like it's like, oh shit. Like them shits, they hit hard, but at the same time, it's like an elegance. It's like a rough elegance to it. Like the drums is always knocking, but what she's doing over the drums is a different animal. I think that you saying that it comes from the ether is right, because even with my rhymes, like people like, yo, how'd you come up with those rhymes? I can't tell you. I just sit down and the shit just starts happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I just start rapping. You know what I'm saying? And Megs is definitely one of the dopest producers that I've ever worked with in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've worked with some bangers. Yeah, them joints is like a punch in the face. Like them joints is like, oh shit. Like, but at the same time, it got that finesse. Like it got that. Like if you listen to even the song "Single Out Go," like the drums is punching you, but what she's doing over the drum with the violins and the doo doo, like yeah, Megs is one of those.
Murder Megs is one of the few producers I've met that inspires me. Like I'm not rhyming no more, y'all. I was not nice. I was so regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I respect everybody who does rhyme because that's y'all really put your heart into it, and I would be damned if I shit on it. And Megs actually like it's like Megs, Stress, Stan Ipkiss. I don't know if you ever heard of them too. Those are the people that we need to look at to go to take hip hop to its next level. You being a person that's looking sideways and not upwards, and you're elevating with a person who can become one of the GOATs on her trajectory.
Right.
How did you make her better? How did she make you better?
Megs made me better in a sense that when I heard them beats, I'm like, yo, I gotta rap, bro. I gotta really put my mind into the shit because she's putting her mind into the shit. You can see it. And while we're working together, Megs is a great person also. I just want to say that too. But while we're working together, it's no ego. So I can say, yo, Megs, I need a couple more beats because not because of what you sent me wasn't fire, but because I'm trying to fit a certain vibe and tell a story. She'll be like, all right, bro, and then she'll hit me back up, check your email. I bet. And I'm sending, as soon as I finish the songs, I'm sending her the songs. She's the first one to get the songs because if she don't like something, I'm changing it. It's just there's no ego with the shit. We're working together. This is both of our projects at the same time. If she like, yo, I didn't like that verse, or I would, luckily she liked everything, but if she would have said, yo, I don't like that first verse or what, I would have changed the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think because I'm of the belief that I'm a conduit when I create music. My music doesn't belong to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like once I put a project out, it's in the world now. That shit is not mine anymore. It's yours. So I never have ego when I'm making music because it's like I know I'm good at what I do. So me knowing that I'm good at what I do, I should be able to mold and morph myself into whatever I need to do to make the song better. I think a lot of rappers, a lot of people that make music are, because I seen that somebody had said something about Kanye. I think before Kanye went crazy, I think that was something that was so dope about Kanye is he would have Young Jeezy just come in and do ad-libs because Young Jeezy's voice make the song better. I don't want you to rap, bro. I just need you to do the ad-libs. You understand what I'm saying? Like Game, he had that song Crack Music. He just had Game say crack music, nigga, real black music, nigga. Game didn't rap a lick. And we all know Game can rap a little bit when he feel like it too. I just need you to do this to make the song better. So Megs put me in that space. Like, all right, what are we doing to make the song better? Because some of them beats I could have did super lyrical, miracle backflips on them shits, but that wasn't what was required of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because some of your bars, if some people say they simple, one of my favorite bars, like I heard, is pain can teach a lesson to someone that doesn't listen. Another one was this smoke ain't from a menthol. I remember the line.
Yeah. The cig smoke ain't from a menthol. I will hit y'all. Yeah. I never been the one for monkey business. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So sometimes you don't have to go extra deep to deliver.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about hip hop, because as dope as Rakim is, he's not KRS-One.
No.
And they both are so dope that they'll hit you a certain way and they both can deliver something to you. And that's the thing about delivery.
Simple. I say simple.
Yeah.
Simple is not easy.
No, it's not. But that goes to my point. Yeah.
People get people get that confused, I think. Like doing something simple is not easy to do. Like we all know what to do. Like even when we was growing up, we know what to do. Your mother told you exactly what to do. Do this. It's very simple, but it's not easy. So that's how I like to have my bars. My bars, they're not simple, but they come straight across the table. I don't like to rap over. I can, but I don't like to rap over people's heads. I like to straight at you. You got what I'm saying.
You like comic books or you prefer
Yeah.
sports?
I like comic books. I like both. But I'm a comic book guy. I know.
Well, my favorite superhero team of all time is the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I wanted to relate the 6 men to the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted you to tell me
Mm-hmm.
the best thing about being part of the X-Men was everybody was always an individual, but they brought their individual part to the greater team.
Yep.
How was the 6-man entertainment squad like the X-Men, and what part do you play?
If they like the X-Men, Bad Seed is definitely Professor X. He's Professor X because he lays out the vision for what he wants us to do. JoJo would be like Jean Grey because she corrals us all together and she's in everybody's mind. Me, I would be like Beast. Cause Beast is mad smart. He be in the cut, chilling, doing his science shit. You know what I'm saying? They come see him, but if he gotta fuck some shit up, he's fucking some shit up. I'm like that. I would say I'm like Beast. I'm like Hank McCoy. I'll be in the cut, just chilling, and you know what I'm saying. And yeah, she is. See, you know, she know everybody's thoughts and what everybody's feeling at the time, and then she conveys it to you, and then you Professor X that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how that go. Meg, yeah. So me, I'm like Beast. I would be Beast. If you wanted to compare us to the X-Men, I would be Beast. I'd be in my own world doing my science thing, and then when they call me, I come down and be like, all right, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? You know how Beast was. Beast was always in the lab somewhere. He's always in the lab. And then they go get him, and then he'd be like, what happened? What happened? Who did? We out? All right, let's go. Yeah, so I'm like Beast.
I salute you for that.
Yeah.
So before we close out, everybody, y'all got the mind of the man. It's time for him to stand on his square. I'm gonna give you give you about 30 seconds or something. Tell everybody one more time about the project, why they need to get it, and why it's important for them to have. Go.
Listen, man, the Caesar project, you need to get it, but most importantly, because it's super fire. It's the 6-man project. Like you said, we the X-Men. It's definitely a movie. It's a movie. I'll say it like that. If you like cinematics or cinematic music, it's definitely a 20. It's gonna feel like you watched the movie when you listen to it. It's great lyrics on there, great beats. It's good, amazing hip hop. You know what I mean? And it's something that you could live with. It's a project that every time you listen to it, it gets better. So if it don't hit you on the first time, it's gonna hit you on the second time, hit you on the third time. Trust me, I've listened to it myself probably 5-6 times in a row, and I'm like, all right, this is getting better. So it's definitely one of those. So I think that everybody should have it, man. I think that it's something that the people need, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it has a lot of underlying messages in it too, as well, that you could take home with you and build on.
All right, y'all. So with that being said, now it's time to put him in the hot seat. Rapid fire questions.
Oh, I like rapid fire.
These are not yes/no questions. These are questions designed to show the world not only do you know you're hip hop, but you are the hip hop that you say that you are. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Question number 1. What is the greatest hip hop beat of all time? Meaning, if it wasn't that person's beat, it would have been your first single.
Shook Ones.
Ooh, Shook Ones.
Shook Ones. Part two, because there's 2 Shook Ones. Part 2.
Bad Seed said real quick, Easy or Suge?
Suge. Shotgun Suge, sir.
Anybody who wants to ask questions, drop them in the comments now.
Yeah, you can ask me whatever. Shotgun Suge.
Here's my next question. What album or single from another artist perfectly describes you?
What album or single? I would say probably It Ain't Hard to Tell by Nas.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I got another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
If hip hop did not have the MC,
Mm-hmm.
what would carry the culture to the next level?
DJing. Did I ever? No. Bad seed. No, I did not. DJing. Because I think DJing now is like something that people just, oh, you're a DJ. You know what I mean? But DJing, for sure. For sure.
I want to ask you a very pivotal question as an MC and also as a person in the culture.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most important instrument in hip hop and why?
The drum. Everything starts from the drum. Everything starts from the drum, right? The drum. That beat. The drum. Your heart is a drum. Your heart beats. So the drum. Everything starts with the drum. And then you go from there. You know what I'm saying? Like you go from there. Floss.
Read it for you. Here we go.
Yeah.
Floss. I know you from battle rap. So what or who is your dream battle and would you work to make it happen?
My dream battle is Loaded Lux, sir. We can make that happen. Loaded Lux is my man. He's somebody I know very well. Amazing battler. He would push my pen to the maximum level. So probably Lux is my dream battle if I was ever get a chance to get in the ring with him. It'll be something special.
Another question for you, based on battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
Why does battle rap have the stigma of not making songs? And who's the best battle rapper to make a song?
I think battle rappers have the stigma of not making songs because I think the first couple that tried, or not tried, I don't want to say that. The first couple, they didn't really do too well. I think that now it's not so much like that anymore. I think so for me, I'm not gonna say myself because I don't want to do that. Probably the best battle rapper that I've heard do music, I'll probably say Sue Surf. Sue Surf is amazing battle rapper that does great music. But I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them do good music now. Like it's just a thing. Like the ones that do it. I think that the stigma started because one, I think Murder Mook tried, and it didn't go so well. But I also think that a lot of them just put a stigma on us because that's just what it is. But you can't, and a lot of them don't listen because if you say that now, then you ain't listening. Because Sue Surf make good music, Ava make good music. Me, you got Chilla Jones. There's a bunch of it. Ill Will, Mac Myron. There's a bunch of us that make Swave Sever. Like there's a couple of us that make good music. Bill Collector, Henny Man, or Double V, you in here? What's up? Bill Collector, Henny Man, Swade. Like we all make good music. It's just you got to listen.
I think that's a quick trick question because every person in the industry, well, up until most recently, they were all battle rappers because you had to prove yourself to get the deal.
Yeah, for sure. You had to prove if you from a certain era, you was like Eminem. I said Eminem before, but Eminem is a battle rapper. He's a prototypical He was in the fucking rap Olympics. And then he went and did his thing. Jazz the Rapper or Misfit. I like Jazz because Misfit hasn't popped out in a while. So I got to go with Jazz. Shout out Jazz. Big bag.
All right. I think Brooklyn holds the record for the best song in hip hop to represent where you're from because they was able to take Brooklyn around the world, worldwide, and it was even in the music. If you can make a Brooklyn Dodgers per se song from your state, who would be your 3 MCs and who's producing the track?
Let's see. It'll be myself. I'll probably have Chilla Jones on that thing. And I'll probably have myself. I'll probably have ST Knack on there because he's going crazy. And then I'll probably have, for OG purposes, I got to put an OG on there. I'll probably put Edo on there. And then who's producing the song? I'll have my man Diesel Maniac produce it because he'll make a slap, and then we could just rock out like that.
All right, we're gonna do 3 more questions. Question number 1. Another question, of course, you probably feel like you won every battle, but if you ever admit that you lost or didn't do your best, who is the battle rapper that was?
Oh, that I lost to? Oh, I don't think I won every battle. Big Cannon. Big Cannon, he kicked my ass. There was a couple, it was years ago, but he kicked my ass for sure. It was one of them days where he was just on fire. Everything he was saying was fire from the opening bar to the ending. He kicked my ass for sure. It was a good learning lesson when I was up there. But yeah.
Is that what you did to Dexter?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, Big Cannon. Shout out Big Cannon too from Chicago. Super dope.
All right.
Shout out my man.
Come on, anybody got one more question before I give my throwaway questions? We got that's one. We got two more. I opened up the rapid fire questions for people to ask questions. You were the first person I did this with.
Oh, that's fire.
And it's pretty successful. I kind of like this. I want to keep going.
I like it.
All right. So since nobody's saying nothing, I'm gonna ask you a hip hop question. What is the best hip hop song with one man and one woman rhyming on it?
Oh shit. The best hip hop song with one man and one woman rhyming on it. I'm gonna go probably. Oh man. Oh, that's not one man. But I was gonna say, I don't know the name of the song, but there's a song with Pharaoh. It's 2 men, but 1 woman. It's Pharaoh Monch, Royce the 5'9", and Jean Grey. And them, oh my God. Holy listen, man. I forgot the name. I think it's Assassins. There's like 3 Assassins, I think it's called. And them, they was wilding on that thing. That's what I could think of right now. They were wilding on that thing.
All right, here's the last question for the rapid fire and before I end off. When is your next battle and on what league?
My next battle is actually coming up soon. It's the 25th of January on TBL, my home league out here in Massachusetts. I'm going to be battling Av. So me versus Av, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be if you like lyrics, that's going to be one of them for the books. It's going to be a fight. So, yeah.
How did you like being on the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast? And would you recommend us to anybody else?
Oh, I would love it. Yeah, I would love it. I loved it. I think I would recommend this to anybody. You got to know your hip hop. You got to definitely. I like the questions. The questions that you asked me were definitely not questions that I get asked on a regular basis. It was more of a hip hop conversation. You know what I mean? And I like that. So I would recommend it to anybody who's listening. Anybody who wants to be on here, any MCs, if you get on here, they got my stamp. They're definitely solid. Yeah. I mean, Av's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's just gonna be nuts.
Shout out. I want to give a shout out to everybody who joined in. We got Jeff Anderson, Floss, Blunt Feelings. We got The Bad Seed. We got Double V. We have XO Joe. We have so many people up on here. Shout out to everybody who chimed in. Stress. Yeah. Hey, everybody that's watching, thank you for joining us on the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This man XCEL is part of the six man entertainment squad. His album, The Caesar Project, comes out this Friday. Make sure you check out Bandcamp, wherever his music is.
It's on Bandcamp at XCEL 777.bandcamp.com. That's where you go. It'll be there.
And the song of the week for this week is Go, out right now, produced by Murder Megs on his Bandcamp. Go get that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And we don't believe in streaming. We believe in purchasing. So please purchase the music, because like you don't purchase your burger and you ingest it. We don't stream burgers. We purchase them. Purchase that music and ingest that good feeling. Because the more money you give, you're guaranteeing yourself more music.
That's a fact.
Salute to Murder Meg. She said go.
Yeah, let's go, Murder Mags. What's up? Yeah, Mags. Yeah, Mags.
So here's the final question for our interview. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Please, we're only at 2.3 subscribers on YouTube. I got to get to that 50,000, 100,000. So please subscribe now. Hit that and come back, because we got Cortona P coming up soon.
Oh yeah, another 6-man Cortona P, amazing lyricist.
And one of my favorite MCs I've heard since starting Heritage Hip Hop, the Bad Seed himself. And he knows The Devil's in the White House is my favorite. That's my favorite song from him by far.
Yeah,
but
Professor X.
we gonna finish it off in style. 500 years from now, in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, XCEL is gonna be there. And when they push the red button, your hologram's gonna pop out of the wall, and people are gonna hear your discography or the highlights of your discography that you have chosen.
Right.
What is the legacy you left behind that made the world better because you made hip hop music?
The legacy I left behind is a guy who was very real. He rhymed with integrity. He taught people through his music, and he provided a space for people to come and learn some things and be able to see the world through his eyes, man. Like, you really got to see the world through my eyes, and I hope that my legacy is that I helped change some lives, really, because really, all of the accolades be cool and all that, but when I meet people in my travels, and they even in the battle rap space, yo, son, certain bars you had, that shit changed the whole way I was looking at something. Or, yo, when you made this and I listened to it, that shit changed my life. And so hopefully I changed some lives out here. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Hey, y'all, if y'all like what y'all seen, hit the Cash App. I don't got a super chat yet. I ain't one of them yet. But if you like what you see, you want to donate, you can donate to $ Heritage Hip Hop on Cash App. I thank you for watching XCEL. It's been a pleasure meeting you. And whenever you drop a project, if you want to promote, I am here.
Yeah, we're gonna do some. Yeah, I'll be back.
I support you 100% because from what I heard, you are definitely somebody worth listening to. And I'm telling Bad Seed and 6 Man now, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody else either. Y'all got a project out? Y'all want to be considered for the Heritage Hip Hop Awards? August of 2025, submit the projects. Don't wait for me to listen to everything.
Oh, yeah.
So if this project is worth it and y'all think it is, submit it, and then we'll narrow it down from the month of August, and we'll do what we got to do.
Submit that thing, you heard?
So it's been a pleasure. Everybody, thank y'all. We are officially back. This is the first interview back since losing our house in the house fire. And guess what? We came back with fire. So make sure you come back. Peace.
Peace and love.
We out.
We out.
Real hip hop. Real